Today, I went to the hospital to do a checkup. I took my brother to the hospital to do a checkup. And while we were there, along the emergency line, somebody gave up the ghost. And I found the, I think a friend, the mother, and somebody else, they were praying. And I was hearing their prayer. They were saying, God, let her soul be returned. They call her back to life. They did everything. And then I went to my own side of the hospital to do the checkup. As we're coming back, we found out that they've wrapped up this woman in something that looks like a carton, you know, like she was worthless. And this thing touched me because how can the life that we hold so dear pass within a fleeting time? We do not have what it called the death consciousness. A lot of people prepare for a lot of things in life. You prepare for your future. You go to school so that you have a good future. You prepare if your children want to go to school, you prepare. You want to make sure that everything is in the right place. Before you build a house, you think, you wait. Before you buy a car, you prepare. But nobody, how many people are actually preparing for their death? I think it is because the pain is so strong that the mind finds a way uh, to not think about it, but it's a reality. When you pass around mortuaries, you find that mortuaries are always separated from the city centers. They're always separate, even in the hospital, they keep them somewhere. These are people who once walked among us. If you give this world the next 100 years, everybody you are seeing on earth now, you will not see them anymore. But how come you take life so important? You neglect the one that will see you through in this life and in the world to come. When you give up the ghost, when you leave this life, who are you going to anchor on? Who will be your anchor? Who will lead you through? Are you making plans for that, or you think that death is the end? You must be joking. The soul of man is like energy. It's been created, it cannot be destroyed. It only changes from one state to another. So we are actually transcending beings. The body is like a cocoon, is like a shell where the soul is housed. So at death, the soul is released to now properly begin to live it in its own realm. There's a realm where the soul actually exists. So, but people in this world are stuck with daily comparison of oneself, struggling, to meet daily needs. And I think here is the problem. The fact that we are stuck into this survival mode. A lot of people want to be better than other people. A lot of people want to appear richer than other people. A lot of people want to appear to be respected. A lot of people want to have more authority than other people. But I tell you, as the scripture, as the preacher said, it said vanity upon vanity. All is vanity. I was telling to my brother, I said, you see, you do not understand the level of vanity that we chase on earth. If a man stays in a room and eats only food, one day he's going to die. And I was telling him something. I feel like death is the equalizer because everybody comes down to the dust. He said, from dust you were made, and from dust will you come from. Think about it. As you live life and plan other things in life, you need to also plan for your own death because you need to prepare. Anything you did not prepare for, and the day it comes, you might not know. So you're living life, you're living carelessly, you're oppressing people, you're squandering money that is meant for other people. You have an opportunity to make people's life better if you are in a position of authority, but you choose to siphon the money and keep it for yourself. Whether you keep it for your children or not, one day these children will not even recognize who you are. You need to understand that there are things that matter most, and that is what the scripture wants us to focus on. That is what the Bible wants us to focus on. The Bible said, Paul was making, he said, the things that are seen are temporal. So the everything that you can see is equal to temporality, but the things that are not seen are eternal. Where would you spend eternity? Where would you spend eternity? Let that be a question that you should ponder from now on.